So each truck will have to make a pass in each lane, and our official scorer, the chief timer, Ryan Lacoste, will be tracking it all. Fastest lap counts, they can throw the other one away, and then we'll seed the racing bracket. 1 versus 6, 2 versus 5, 3 versus 4. That's how we're working on one. Up first, Mike Wine and the Jersey Outlaw. Well, the Outlaw, I think about Jersey.
Jersey Outlaw makes a shot. Nick Frosty started the truck. Mike used to be his mechanic. Frosty got busy, and Mike got behind the wheel, and this guy was the world champion freestyle monster truck driver a number of years ago. Okay, let's go what's going on. On the starting line, you notice a flashy red light. We're waiting for it to go green. It's a unique track. I'm going to try to explain that to you a little bit later. Qualifying yesterday came out of the far lane. This is a brand new, fresh lane, and it is going to be difficult. Watch the rear wheels on these trucks. They got to get them over that last car.
Wine's official time, 5.02. So that's the number you got to keep in mind because we'll set the bar. 5.02. Mike Wine and the Outlaw. Up next, welcome back, Carolina's own Gary Porter. Carolina Crusher out of Waynesboro, North Carolina, Army.
I tell you what, Porter goes up. Now the reason he rode the truck up on the cars, the dad tells him where that jump is. He will not be able to get a run at these cars. I'll explain that to you later. They start with that front end right on the first car. Their first move with the truck is not forward, it'll be up. That's why getting your rear wheels over that last car is so important. This is the lane they all qualified out of yesterday. It's knocked down a little bit lower. They're more familiar with it. Jersey Outlaw did a fantastic job. Mike White getting his crossing truck ready to go. Gary Porter on the starting line goes to the starting procedure. You notice they killed the engine. There's a safety kill switch that's operated away from the track. If you look at the left side of the track, the gentleman in the renegade shirt is walking away with it. Just give him a big wave. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I tell you what, that guy, he's got 10 inches in the minefield. I tell you, he took a fielder with him, he did a 5 mile an hour car. Okay, Porter, wait patiently on the line. There's a routine that they will go through, and I will try to talk it to you. The gentleman in the green shirt, in his left hand is something they call a kill switch. Only MotorSports will ever see that's got a kill switch like this. It's operated outside the truck. Porter lined up front. All right, Porter makes a clean shot. Everybody's clearing that second set cars.
Told you Outlaw's time. Check this out. Outlaw 5.02. Carolina Crusher. 5 seconds flat. There's your fast time so far. By 2/100ths of a second. Carolina Crusher sits number 1 in qualifying.
Scott, what kind of product is that? Carolina Crusher or what?
SB Chevrolet.
Chevrolet! All right, you're sitting on a point of this one right now. Okay, the same routine that I talked to you about is going to be repeated every time this vehicle goes. The driver will come up, the truck's getting lined up.
All right, we put him away. Up next, welcome back for the first time in 32 years, literally, Kid Rarigan Thunder Chicken.
Thunder Chicken. Now this is a good opportunity for you to look at this. Look how high his truck is. That means his center of gravity is much higher than everybody else's. Is it good? I don't know. Is it bad? I don't know. We're going to find out in a minute. He only drove the truck 3 laps yesterday, and every run, he got quicker. There's that kill switch I was telling you about. They shut the truck off. Now here we start it. and then we'll be ready to go with this run. Thunder Chicken.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's been around forever, Scott.
Yeah, you know, they got to get used to the inside. There's a lot of difference in there. So the crew chief can help them if they can't reach something. Because Kid's not used to having a Hans device and being able to just move around. He's got to be locked forward like all the drivers are and strapped in tight.
Yeah, he likes looking down a pole in that way. He can't look left, right. Now he'll roll up, try to get the front wheel snug. Remember, he wants to go up, not out. Not real sure on the run. You can hear him burping the throttle as he went through the crap, as he was getting on and off the throttle. They'll be making another run. He came out of this lane, next time he goes the other lane, and each time he runs it, he gets a little bit quicker.
Ticket is 6.43. 6.43. So far, round one of qualifying, still number one. Gary Porter, Carolina Crusher, 5.00 seconds.
I tell you what, God, that can go away real quick. 5-second barrier is going to be good. You gotta watch this guy here. He's a rock and roller. I'm here to tell you. He's probably got a little Leonard Skinner in his helmet out there. He is from the South, so you couldn't blame him for it. Driving a Chevrolet, going through the cutoff system. Scott, tell him who it is.
Well, yeah, because I'm going to say the whole name. John Kwasniewski, behind the wheel of the Buffalo Trimmer.
I call him Johnny K, ladies and gentlemen, out of New York. Goes up Chevrolet the line, red light blinking. He'll try to just get right close to the car. They're getting about a 6-inch run or roll forward on this start. So far, all the cars look good. Johnny K. 30 seconds at the car, out of no man's land. He'll let him make a fuel change here because he just wasn't getting enough fuel in the area between the jump cars that we call no man's land.
Time for Buffalo Trimmer, 5.31. So right now, that slots him in third behind Carolina Crusher and Outlaw. Up next, and he's getting ready to roll your way, Dave Weisdorf and Nightlight.
This is the guy I'm telling you about this there. He's kind of a thinker, really. I don't know, he thinks by himself when he's working. Matter of fact, over here, he drives by himself. Did all the work himself. But he wants to go racing is what he wants to do. Get away from that alcohol fuel. Can you smell it? I'm telling you about listening. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a smell. It won't hurt you or anything. But when you're around a monster truck, race, that's when you're going to smell because they run on the alcohol. Going through the shut-off procedure. There you go. You're there. Man in the green said, all right. Thumbs up goes back to the driver, and we're ready to go for the night ride.
Now, you know, those of you who followed it back in the day, remember he was famous for driving with his arm hanging out the window. He's in the center seat. This is the first time he's ever been in the center seat. There's not going to be any head coming out the window.
There may be some fingers in it. We're going to see what happens. This guy, the gentle giant, the way I look at the guy, great family man. But he's serious. When he rolls in that lane, he wants to thump you. He's not here for second. Watch it, rolls in. He got him on the light red. Wait for it to go green. Night light, left lane, new lane. Okay, he got it powered out.
Good looking run, 5.84 for Nightlight.
584.
5.84.
Yeah, he had to bump the throttle. He wasn't sure. What you want to hear is that cracking sound. You can tell how they're driving the truck by listening to the motor. He had to burn the throttle about 3 times over the first jump. And it cost him. He'll go back and make a fuel adjustment. Maybe get a little bit more fuel in it and be ready to come out. Hey, look who's coming out now, Scott.
The final truck to qualify, round one of qualifying. Let's welcome back Greg Holbrook, an equalizer. Let me tell you, Army, this is one of the more interesting to me stories 32 years later. Because when you go back to 1990, Greg Holbrook was just a few points behind Andy Brass and Bigfoot for the national championship, the TNT Renegade Monster Truck Challenge Championship. For many years, Greg felt like it was that man at the starting line, Mike Speller, who may have had a quick trigger finger on the RII that shut him down, and he said cost him the chance to beat Andy Brass. Well, 30 years, he's become a man of God, as you heard, and doing a lot of mission work. There's been a lot of forgiveness there, but this is going to be the first official pass in front of people with Greg Holbrook behind the wheel and Mike Speller staring him in the eye.
Back some unfinished business is going to take place right now. Holbrook, out of Tennessee, the volunteers, they run the construction company back there. His family involved for all kind of generations. But this guy, listen to the engine. That's the sound of an alcohol burning Chevrolet engine. You hear it go, listen to it. That's the sound of an alcohol burning Chevrolet engine. As he works his way into the lanes, he's ready to pull the trigger on this puppy. Let's see what's gonna happen. First jump. Oh, the
That was a pass. And check time. Remember, 5 seconds flat was the #1 time. The time for equalizer is 4.93, your #1 qualifier.
And the kid is back in town. How about that? Now next week, every one of them drivers is going to want to be the one that says the prayer. We can run get good here. You got to say the prayer. They're going to get in line for that. No, that's a neat story. But when he came out, nobody knew who this kid was. They knew who USA was. They knew who Bigfoot was. They knew who the Grave Digger was. But who's this kid out of West Tennessee? Man, they call it.
All right, we'll cool down for a minute. Won't waste a lot of time. We'll be getting right back to it. Let me review the qualifying times as they came out. #1, again, it's going to be the fastest time, so each going to get another pass. It's the fastest one that counts. #1, equalizer at a 4.93. #2, Carolina Crusher, 5.00. #3, Outlaw, 5.02. #4, Buffalo Tremor, 5.31. Nightlights at 5.84. Thunder Chicken, 6.43. Everybody now will get a chance in round 2 to try and improve that time. Army, did you pick up anything on the different lanes? There's no real trend right now. The fastest time came out of the right lane there, and the left lane at the second fastest time. So they seem to be equal.
Porter comes out again. Now they didn't take too long to cool the motor down. They said they run alcohol for fuel. They didn't get as hot as gasoline. So these guys are ready to go. Believe me. Porter throws out. He wants to take the win bad. This guy has been one of the. He used to be a hired gun. All the guys that had the big money want to put this guy in their truck, and you're going to see why.
The Army got to adjust the order. The crew's working on whatever was going on with Outlaw at the end of his run. So we'll probably just drop him to the bottom and kind of keep rolling through. So Gary Porter, Carolina Crusher's up. We just got to make sure they run in the other lane, not 2 runs in the same lane.
It's very interesting to run the opposite lanes for qualifying purposes, and I'll explain it to you a little bit later. Porter, go through the kill switch, shut off sequence. He'll roll up now. That sound I was telling you. Same bump. He's on reversion. Here we go. Trying to go up, not out. Porter looks for a green.
So it's 8/100 slower than his first run. We'll throw that out. Gary Porter's official qualifying time is a 5.00. So Gary Porter's official time is his first run, 5 seconds left.
One of the things you can watch out for in a monster truck is suspension. You got to take that 10,000-pound monster truck and tie it and land it. Look at the tires and wheels on these. Now, I'll explain that to you a little bit later. It's hard to believe your car at home has about 32 pounds of air pressure. This monster truck, about 11 and a half pounds. You get that math teacher, how that works, I don't know. That's what they tell me. And if you look at it, it's so that when it hits the ground, it absorbs the energy.
All right, left line coming back out in the outlaw. He went a 5.02 in round one, Army. So he's trying to, frankly, 2 hundredths of a second. He can at least eclipse Porter for second fastest.
Yeah, he's waving off. No, he's waving something off. You can see his hand up in there. The set-off man moves easy. Wisely backs off. He spotted something out there. I don't know what it was. Oh, the light turned pretty good too. I guess they'd be okay to beat that. I'm gonna tell you something. He's the flying on the spot. That motor's been running longer than any motor we've had out there tonight. He may know that he can put the horsepower in this thing and make it happen. Like the guy I told you about. Take him to a funeral to have a conga line going in 15 minutes. Hands up. They raise their hands to indicate that he's done. Whoa!
It's like wine. There's nothing if he's not consistent. First lap, 5.02. Goes over to the other lane, 5.07. So just like your reporter, just to tick off on the second run, he'll take his first lane and lap. And when it was qualified 5.02. What's interesting is that Porter. Yeah, and Army shot more than a second off that first run. So 5.38, he's getting the hang of it. 5.38, good job, kid.
Okay, all you kids out there, I want you to run out of your bedroom tomorrow morning and throw your chest out and say, Thunder Chicken! Will you say that for me right now? All right, all you kids, I want you to say, Thunder Chicken. Ready? 1, oh, you got to do this. Yeah, I got to do this. I forgot. Okay, kids. 1, 2, 3. Thunder Chicken!
Up next, John Kwasniewski, Johnny K, the Buffalo Trimmer. First lap with a 5.31. So you need to get about 3/10 off to get in there with Outlaw and Crusher, and he's got to get 4/10 quicker to knock Greg Holbrook out of the #1 spot.
Scott, I was just informed he just lost his chances in this. I've got to believe after no man's land. You want to be as straight as you can to hit that second round. He was off just a tick, and you can see what it cost him. Got to have time on him.
He's 2/10 quicker. 5.15 will not be his official time. He still doesn't change his positioning in the draw.
Position in order to fix something. I don't know what it is. I was looking at the truck. I don't see a lot of activity around the truck. So he'll be ready to make his shot in a minute. On the second round, everybody is quicker. Weird thing is, you're in a different lane. So you gotta keep.
Well, here's the thing. There's no consistency. Like some are faster than one, some are the other. That's going to be good for racing, isn't it?
Yeah, but that was different than the other. See, left is this way. Right Most of y'all agree with that. Sometimes we carry on the left, sometimes carry on the right. Agree with that? Everybody agree? Yeah, Scott, we know. Okay. Keep around this kid, that's quiet. There's for you. No bad move on the jump. You'll probably have to take the time off the first round.
Interesting. Dave looked pretty good in practice yesterday, but he struggled in qualifying, but he'll have a chance to straighten it up. So he's going to stick with his first time on the course, which is a 5.84. That one officially was 8.90. One more, it's Greg Holbrook, an equalizer. He knows he will be the #1 qualifier, and he's faster.
Yeah, the whole thing. He knows what the number is. Goes up, bumps the jump. Now he'll back up, goes to the kill switch routine. Go watch this with me now. He raises the hand to tell the kill switch operator he's ready. Goes into the lane. He got about a yard out there. He got about 36 inches of run. That's just enough to get that truck up in the air. The kid, out of 10. Just a little bit, then get back on the throttle before it hits the second ramp. But I think he's still pulling good numbers. Scott, here's your quick qualifiers to sit now. What about now?
His second lap was a 5.05, so he'll stick with his first lap of a 4.93. Give it up for your fastest qualifier, Greg Holbrook, an equalizer.
Look at him on the screen. Watch the truck attitude. It gets crossed up. See? Now he's got to come a little bit angle over that big jump. Can't get in from the full out of it, man. He's going for the moon. Chevrolet, how about that? You qualified quick tonight.
All right, Army, let's take a look at the bracket. After the qualifying, here's how it's going to work out. First race will be our fast qualifier equalizer and Greg Holbrook. His opponent will be Dave Weissorick in Nightlife. The second race in round 1. Gary Porter in the Carolina Crusher. He will take on Kid Rarig and Thunder Chicken. And then round in and out, this is going to be a throwdown battle in the third race. Johnny K, John Kwasniewski, Buffalo Tremor, against Mike Wine and Outlaw. 3 winners will advance to the semifinals. The fastest loser will join them. The other 2 will still run another race. That will be for 5th place.
All right, they got to get the first round in. That'll give them an opportunity to cool the running gear. Right now, we want to introduce you to Scott Douglas. He's got a really neat job tonight. Or a really neat person.
Keeping you straight is my job.
I tell you what, this guy right here, he's working with the television crew. You notice how they're trying to land the airplane out of RFK.
Oh, yeah, you got a camera on me. I wanted to bring it over here. Heidi, stand up. There's some people coming in. We just wanted to go in here and make sure they recognize the original No Problem owner. And of course, John Moore not with us, but Heidi still is. Look at the camera here. I want everybody to see you. Make some noise for Heidi Moore.
Hey, I tell you what, do me a favor. I want to see a standing ovation for that lady. Come on, everybody on your feet. Let's go. Heidi Moore.
We're getting ready for round 1 of racing. And so for every race, because it's been 32 years, Army, so it has become to the line for each race 2 things. I want you to pay attention. On the video board, my man Al here, no matter who is going to match up against each other, he's going to play highlights from when they actually competed against each other in 1990. Not necessarily here, but as you can see right there, he's got his first race equalizer at Nightlife. But I want to know by your applause who you think is going to be the winner. Who's picking equalizer? And who's picking Nightlife? Army's got the call.
On the video, equalizers in the left lane, number
take a look at the replay, see if we can figure it out from here. Dave Weiss-Torek was the slowest qualifier. Man, did he nail it? Wheel to wheel with equalizer. We didn't have to go to the finish line camera. They call yet? Wait for a call.
Let me ask you this. What do you folks think? The left lane or the right lane going there? Tell me, left lane, what do you think, kid?
That's the finish line that we just froze it on. Man, that's a hard go. What a job by Dave Weiss-Torek. With the slowest qualifier against the fastest. And let's watch it again. They're going to try and freeze it for us right at the frame when they hit the finish line.
I think we'll win that race for him. When he came off that first ramp, the rear tires just went perfect.
Here's the deal, Army. Here's the deal. Holbrook had the lead in equalizer. Weiss-Torek had the momentum. When did Nightlight pass him? I think it was after the finish line. Let's watch it again. I think equalizer may have held on.
Leading down,
Do we think these guys are going to be competitive?
Well, yeah. Nobody wants to go home second tonight. The attitude of the truck, so important. Nightlight comes out, see how he stays on the ground. Equalizer starts to bounce around a little bit, and that kills some of the forward motion. And meanwhile, Nightlight working the left side, going straight in true. Couple of yellow trucks ready to make the call. The Carolina Crusher, Jerry Porter in the far side, left lane, Kid Burning, and Thunder Chicken. Okay, kids, let's go. 1, 2, 3, Thunder Chicken. Porter works up. He is all serious. He's looking down that bowling alley. He's not worried about the first jump. He's worried about being straight for the second jump. New driver in a new truck. Kid Burning ready to come up with it.
Jumping on the start line. We needed to call the first winner. It is official by about that much. The winner is Dave Weiss-Torek at Nightlight. Now, equalizer right now has got a 5.02 with the fastest loser. So we know Nightlight is advanced, Carolina Crusher is advanced, and the fastest loser will be the winner of the Outlaw versus Buffalo Trevor race.
I'll tell you what, the story right now is on the starting line. That right lane is trying to get goofy out there. Two of your best trucks just made shots out of it. And they came off that first jump crooked. And if you're not crooked, you gotta remember they steer a four-wheel. Look at it, steering a four-wheel since he backs up. They can actually fly these trucks, and they get them up in the air, and they start spinning those big wheels around. You can actually, like gyro, study that in high school, right? You get four of those suckers spinning, and they can make that truck move around a little bit. The right lane, far lane, is going to have the story to tell before the night's over. Scott, that's a lane they all ran out of last night. It might be coming back to haunt them tonight. Keep an eye on the screen over there. Outlaw.
All right, Army, thinking about it, as you're taking a look at old history of Outlaw against Buffalo Trevor. Let's go back to that first race real quick. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody qualify so bad and look so good in round one as Dave Weiss-Torek. Let's set this race up first. Talk about that in a minute. All right, who thinks the winner is going to be John Kwasniewski and Buffalo Trevor? And who's picking Lifeline and Outlaw?
Both drivers making their engines out. They move up to the line, red blinking. They're going to start about a yard behind the starting line. You can tell them on the screen right in front of you. See, they got just 36 inches to make a run before they're going to start flying this race. So just get it on the ground quickest.
for all the kids here about being humble, about not getting over your skis, and about if you run your mouth, you better back up. So you all were here for the introductions. Mike Wine broke everything up, running over, trying to write outlaw on the trophy. He's going to be in the 5th place race in a minute. He's not getting near this trophy. And he's having fun with Mike. That's how competitive it is. So what we will see in a minute is Thunder Chicken versus Outlaw for 5th place, because Equalizer is the fast loser and he'll go into the semifinals. Hey, Arnie, if you don't mind, one of the things I know everybody loved about Tough Tracks, about the TV show or whether it was live, was when you went down after a round of racing on the track to analyze the lanes and what's going on. So let's have Ari go do that while the trucks are cooled down and tell us what we're looking for.
I find this real interesting, and you can tell a lot by watching that TV screen over there. There's different kind of starting, what they call ramps in this sport. The ramp is the distance from where you're setting your front tire to the first obstacle. Now you look at this car down here and this lane, there is definitely a lane difference here. Last night, they all ran out of that lane. Those cars were squished down. They were getting good times out. Tonight, they're getting good numbers out of this lane here. Where you get your good numbers is off that 36 inches you had on the starting line. Because you make a move, you got 36 inches to get rolling. Because when the back of the truck comes down, you want it on the other side of the object you're jumping over. And that's what they're doing. The guys that are coming back, they're not necessarily pulling the trigger going fast on this end, but this end don't take. That end down there is the one that pays. And when you lose a little bit of speed, somebody's going to come back and get you. They call it no man's land. Man, when you're out here, you're kind of by yourself. And it's up to you to get the job done. Actually, about the length of a football field, they just dealing with a whole new kind of action. The starting line, the starting procedure, Mike hop up there, all the way from Washington State, 81 years old, and we're making him climb that hill. But give him a round of applause. He's been around a long, long time. Amen. Okay, now it's his responsibility to make sure that the driver is ready to race. He checks, make sure the safety equipment's ready, everything's there. Watches and make sure that the kill switch works with this fella here, okay, and they go back to him. It's got another race right here. They'll go back to him, and then they'll look right down there. And we'll look at the track. They'll look over the track at something down in those bushes. That's your target. You can't see this jump. You can't do anything about where you are on this jump. So you better be hitting your target on the other end of the track. Now these guys do this all over the country. You'll see them in some indoor arenas, how they really get out there and get it going. So we're at the starting line. Watch the back of the trucks as it comes over the ramps. That can tell a story before the night's over. I actually thought that this lane would be a worse lane. It's not the case. That lane is where they're getting out of control a little bit. Go to ramps. Now we're going to make a shot here. One thing you definitely want to do here is be set flush with the cars you're going to jump. You don't want to turn sideways. That's your have to equalize it. If you get a little bit sideways and you jump, you're going to jump across the car. Don't worry for that. You've got to go on the other side of them that way. So you'll see the drivers that get out of shape a little bit, burn the throttle just a skosh to get the truck squared back around to make a shot over the other end. Getting to the finish line is kind of an interesting thing because different guys have different theories on it. But the best thing they found out is don't worry about the cars, jump over. And then get your vehicle on the ground and go to the finish line. Now, we've got a short finish line here tonight. That's what you just saw. They weren't even on the ground when they went over the finish line. And that was one heck of a race, wasn't it? Man, they were getting after each other. Scott, I'm going to turn back you. Thank you all for listening to me. I tell you, I hope you liked the race tonight. Again, like I told you, you're part of history. Just enjoy it. Be sure to tell your kids that.
I'm sorry. I can't quit smiling. It's been 32 years since I've seen Army Armstrong analyze a track like that, and nobody does it better. You know what I mean? Let's hear it for Army one more time. Come on. Okay, here's what we're going to see next. The race for 5th place, Mike Wine and Outlaw will take on Kid Rarick and Thunder Chicken. Then in the semifinals, Dave Lysorek and Nightlife against Garrett Porter and Carolina Crusher. Ooh. And then Equalizer Greg Holbrook against John Kwasniewski and Buffalo Trevor. Look at the camera over here. John, Brady, stand up. We're going to take a minute. John, you just stand up. Just stand up for a quick. You don't have to move far. Put the camera right here. The original Mad Dog, ladies and gentlemen. Say hello one more time to John Breen.
The pride of the state of Missouri right there.
It's good. You know, how excited are you to see these guys you're used to racing against and what they're doing? They're putting on a show.
They're doing a good show. They make some really good passes. I'm ready to see some more.
We're going to see some more. John, thanks for being here. All right, let's fire him up, Army. Again, this will be the 5th place race. Boy, Mike Wine's got 8 to crow as he goes into the 5th place race, not the 1st place race.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be another round after this. You don't do it, you go home. Thunder Chicken rolls out. He'll be on the far side. Coming in the left lane will be the Outlaw. Trevor Ripley built by Nick Rossi out of New Jersey area. Mike was his mechanic. And Nick had to take a break so Mike could get up in the truck and act some history because this kid can rock and roll you. The Thunder Chicken far side sits real high. High center gravity on that yellow truck. Mike's trying to get over this side. Watch the rear wheels come over the yellow.
His fastest run of the night. Your winner of the 5th place race, Mike Wine and Outlaw. Give it up for Thunder Chicken the Outlaw.
He's waving to you, way back. Here he goes. He's in this. I told you so. Blue, that's right. He's in I'm mad. Just watch me the rest of the night. I'm mad. I'm here to stay. Watch the screen. Oh.
Yeah, Mike, that's a whole bunch of man inside the Outlaw.
I'm watching. It'll be just as good.
All right, now it's time for the semifinals. 2 semifinal races coming up, and that will determine our 2 finalists who will run for that beautiful TNT Motorsports Unfinished Business Trophy. Now, if you got it late and didn't hear my track explanation at the beginning, racing is what they're going for the trophy for. They're going to do a whole lot more. We're doing a competition later. All of these legends are going to freestyle. There's a whole lot more still to come. But we're running the racing competition first because that's what they came for, and we want everybody at 100% to try and win that trophy that everybody wants, Army.
Hey, Scott, look at there. Who's that, ladies and gentlemen? Scott Douglas, who's that? Hello! How's everybody doing racing? I'm going to do some racing here. I've got 3 volunteers that have been pre-chosen. I need them down here right now. Oh, I'm a little off. Okay. Well, talking to the boss. I'm sorry. I'm a little ahead of schedule. I will be back here shortly. Give a round of applause, man. He came out. He did good.
I told you all, anything can happen tonight, and probably will. We're all looking here like, we don't have a bunch of script, but we got notes. Told James Knievel's going to come out after the semifinals, and I'm like, well, we haven't run the semifinals yet. So he'll be back later, and I'm sure he'll be funny. But right now, time to go racing Army semifinal round. Let's see which one they said this first. I believe it should be Nightlife in Carolina.
We're having fun, Scott.
And I'm wrong.
The cowboy hat and the gorilla man goes over. Here comes two of the band. This is going to be a run. I think it's going to be a slapping contest here.
All right, let's find out. Who thinks the winner of this race is going to be Johnny K of the Bull Trimmer? And who's picking Greg Holbrook and Equalizer?
You want to see how they done it before? Watch the screen, but when you hear the noise, come back and watch it live because you can see them 32 years ago or right now.
Let's take a look at the replay. It's close.
I tell you what, the kids make it hard on us otherwise.
All right, here comes the replay.
Well, the start doing that. Watch it. He does. He's right there. He backs him the throttle. Now he pulls the throttle.
It's official. Your winner going into the finals in the battle for the trophy is Greg Holbrook and the Equalizer.
Okay, I'll take anything away from Johnny K. That's a brand new truck. Tonight's the first time he's driven that truck in competition. He's got nothing to be ashamed of. Holbrook stopped right at the beginning of no man's land to straighten his truck up. Watch it. Johnny K makes a good start. They move together good now. Equalizer out a little bit. Right now, he does one there. They will get that truck on the ground. Lands the horsepower. He does that. Nightlife. Get ready to come out now. Against,
It's going to be
pressure.
Yeah, this is going to be a heck of a semifinal race when you think arguably Porter and the Carolina Crusher has been the most consistent tonight. But Dave Wysorek has either been awful or fantastic. And remember, he beat Equalizer. Look at this footage, Army. You remember this from 1990, Carolina Crusher and Nightlife.
That's right. There's a lot of respect here. I'm telling you, these guys respect the heck out of each other. Neither one of them wants to go on a trailer after this round. Porter, I've been watching his truck. He's running a fatter tire on that truck enough to absorb that energy I was telling you about. Look at the screen. Boom, that was it, the NASCAR track 2 years ago.
All right, let's do what we've been doing. Who thinks the winner of this race to go to the finals is going to be Dave Wysorek and Nightlife? And who thinks the winner is going to be Gary Porter and Carolina Crusher?
How many people don't care, just want to see good marker truck race? Yeah. Both drivers rolling in. I tell you what, keep an eye on this guy on the left lane. He may not go fast, but he will go quick. Porter, meanwhile, moves far side, goes up. They're 36 inches away from the first jump. Who's going to settle between no man's land? You're going to watch it with me right now.
Is this racing? It's so close. Let's watch the replay again, Army, because here it comes. And this one came down to the wire.
Nightlife made the first move. Porter's got to catch him coming off the jump. Nightlife said pretty good. Porter's got to pull the trigger. Doesn't do it. Nightlife. I think it was Nightlife. Yeah.
Come on, baby, official ball.
Remember there's a camera angle there. There's a camera angle there.
Watch the end of the cars is the finish line. Did Wysorek get there in time? It is official. Your winner is Dave Wysorek and Nightlife.
I tell you what, it's interesting. He brought his family, his kids, and everybody. They're camping out over there. He's the quiet one I told you about. He got that truck over. He wasn't concerned with being fast. He just wanted to be quick. Quick wins. Porter, after him, man.
Okay,
He
so
got a whip over it, Scott, but couldn't pull it off.
if you want to watch it one more time, again, the end car, that's where the finish line runs. And watch Shorter again, coming from behind, and he just got there in time. That's 2 races tonight. He's won by about that much combined.
Okay, I'll show you how we do this. All right, you kids, pay attention to me here. All right, kids, just a minute. Scott's scolding me here. Now the clown's coming out. Let's welcome me back, huh? That's big time.
Hey, I think I need to buy a walk or something. I'm a little...
James Knievel.
All right, now I need my 3 victims or volunteers. I chose them earlier. Okay, well, did they leave me? Here they come! All right, I'm going to have a race between these 3 people. Let's cheer them all on. They are brought to us by the International Monster Truck Museum. And it's going to be fun. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have stick horse races. All right? I will let the lady choose first which one she wants. All right. You get the bull, and you get Godzilla. What we're going to do, I need you all right here. And line up this way. Put that right there. Put this right here. Whichever one you decide. You can either go around that one first, and then that one, or you can go that one, and then that one. But here's what we got. How many people have been to a rodeo? We are having stick horse barrel racing with my 3 victims and volunteers. But you see all the dirt and stuff lying out here? We got to take safety precautions. You can spread out. You don't have to like... Alright. Y'all are going to wear safety goggles. Sorry. Alright. Now these are not normal safety goggles. They're what they call drunk goggles. They give you a big impaired 0.125 blood alcohol level. And they have to run around this. Alright, who thinks the bull is going to win? How about Godzilla? And then I found out this wasn't like set up. Our actual barrel racer on the Black Stallion! Alright. On the count of 3. So you can go either way you want to start. Goggles have to be down, sir. No cheating. We'll count down from 3, 2, 1, and then we'll start off hopefully running. Hey, just act like the police behind you. Are you ready? Racers, are you ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, you can go. Oh, look out, Keith. Hey, guys, you're off track. And, oh, almost collision. And I'm going!
Yeah, maybe we can get him a GPS for the next round. James Knievel, everybody, will be coming back and joining us a little bit later. We have some more fun with him. But now, we're getting the trucks ready for what will be the 3rd place race. And it may surprise people that Gary Porter, Carolina Crushers in the 3rd place race. Surprised Dennis Anderson because he picked him to win. But that was so close.
It's a night of surprises. Look, a young lady won her barrel race. points, huh? How about that?
I don't know how you pick your winner. They all ran different courses.
I'm so proud of these guys for doing this. Still racing just as hard as they did. Look on the screen. You'll be seeing some of the races.
1990, Buffalo Tremor versus Carolina Crusher, because that's the race we're about to watch.
Boom, watch it. Boom, bam, hit the ground real quick. Porter bouncing around. Now that's before they started developing shock absorbers that they got from the off-road world. They used to race out in California, little dune buggy type things, and those guys found out about the big shock absorbers. So the first major thing in this sport is when these trucks learn to run those big tall shock absorbers. That was a major change in the sport. Man, that's a good run there. That was equalizer against him, wasn't it?
All right, who's ready for some more TNT racing? Third place race is coming up next, gentlemen. Longtime rivals, John Kwasniewski, the Buffalo Tremor, Gary Porter, and the Carolina Crusher in the battle for the third place position.
I tell you what, I think the Porter, the yellow truck, is kind of a favorite because it's from Carolina. How about that, folks? Meanwhile, out of New York State, Johnny K. I think that because being from the South, I cannot pronounce his last name. Johnny K. going against Gary Porter. Carolina versus New York. GMC in the far lane, Chevy in the near lane, the yellow truck. Porter goes up, they're going to go through the procedure now, and they get those switches. Watch the Chief start rolling on top of them. I want you to look at the front windows of these trucks and see a light. I'll tell you about that. New York City. How about that, huh? Boy, Gary Porter fight his way through, but I don't think it happened. He's waving to you. Come on, give him a big wave back. Now they've done a concession stand up here. You can get t-shirts and all kinds of swag, Scott. We're going to go to an intermission a little bit later, and when that happens, the Tremor took the win. Watch it, there it is. He got him out of far side.
So Buffalo Tremor is officially our third place finisher. Give a big round of applause. Congratulations to John Kwasniewski, third place in the Buffalo Tremor.
Watch Porter on this run, man. He gets a little bit crossed up before the big jump. I don't know, man. He moved first. Yellow moved first. He sets down good. Now he's just a tick crooked. And that's what cost me.
Okay. Well, now I'll tell you what, let's get Johnny K down this way.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, coming back by. I don't know if there's an issue with John or not.
He's got a steering problem, Scott. The front steering's gone out on that truck, I believe. He's still steering the rear wheels. Okay, he's got the front moving for him now. There will be a lot of activity on this truck in just a few minutes. And I tell you what, a guy named Gary Porter probably be the first one over there, Scott, to help him. You know, that's the kind of race they have. The front end loader, realizing the problem, goes out to give him a hand.
Say, that's what the heavy equipment's for.
I want to remind you folks while we got kind of quiet. They've got a t-shirt stand up there. If you want to get a part of history, I'd get one and just hang on to it.
You got some cool stuff up there.
You better believe I got me a super family that takes care of this stuff, okay? I call them the 3 J's, okay? Jump Jack Jr. I'm telling you, they get the job done.
I don't know if he's rolling down. Just go with it. Just go with it. Hey. All right, big thanks to our sponsors here, Monster Machines. Of course, you've seen a lot of those up in the merchandise stand. Carolina Ford Dealers and Performance Plus putting on tonight's event. So we're just a bit of a momentary delay as we get our third place winner Well, I guess he used up the truck, winning third place. John Kwasniewski, Johnny K. Buffalo Trimmer, ends up grabbing the victory. See, I'm not sure Gary Porter knew how serious this got, but they were coming after him, man. So, hang on a second. We're going to have a little fun here again, Marty. Now, I want you to, you haven't done one of these in about 30 years. So, we've got some cool official Monster Truck Wars TNT merchandise. And the Army's singing along.
My favorite song. What is my favorite song?
All right. So the bottom line, Army, you gotta make them get up and cheer if they want Michael throwing these T-shirts up there.
Who wants a T-shirt? Let's go. Who wants a T-shirt? No, you gotta make more noise than that. How about the finish line in? What do you say? Now we go back to the starting line in. It's looking good right now in the middle. Middle's not gonna make it. Finish line in's looking good. Starting line looking good. Who's gonna get the first shirt? This only lasts so long, but she can only run for so long. Who wants it? Who wants a T-shirt? All right. Okay. Who? Wait a minute. How many people down there did not get a T-shirt? Yeah, now we're getting into it. Watch it. Let's go right in the middle. Right in the middle. Down the finish line in. Working the finish line. Tractors working on the line. They're getting ready to go. Whoa, don't you dare get going. Right down here. Noise, 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 noise. Let's go. Working the crowd. Renegades T-shirt. Alright, getting them high in the sky. Only places that grown men jump side by side with a 5-year-old kid is for a T-shirt. 2! We only have 2 left. 2 T-shirts. And how about you people on the front row right here? Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get a T-shirt? All right, good catch. 1. We've only got 1 left. Who's gonna be the T-shirt queen of the night? Starting line, finish line. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, there it goes. Okay, real quick now, stay with me. How many people did not get a T-shirt? This is the guy you want to talk to, right? I want to hear the cutest thing in the world. Look at her. She's standing there holding her hands up for that T-shirt.
I know where you get one.
You go to concession stand, you get a T-shirt. They got all kinds of them. See this little girl standing here, little braids and everything? This big guy right in front of her. Stand up, sir, and sure boy hat. Well, don't put your buddy up, okay? He was going head to head with her for a T-shirt, and neither one of them got it. We'll take care of it. Looky there. I think somebody got a T-shirt. And it's autographed by all the drivers. Way to go, sweetheart. Now, this guy's telling his buddy, I told you boys for a kid, don't mess around with that kid, man. I had you out. So y'all gonna sit at the coffee shop tonight, belly hanging over the table, said I could have been wearing a T-shirt.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
I have a picture here I would like for you to look at.
Man, that guy's got pretty dark gray hair.
That is me and you at the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia in 1988.
Man, this
And for the last 21 years, I've had the opportunity to play with monster trucks and travel all over the world thanks to you guys. I normally drive the Outlaw truck, and now we have a little company called Monster Truck Wars, and we promote 50 shows a year all across the U.S. We have 8 monster trucks. We bring back these old dames and these old guys, and this guy. These guys are the reason that we're here today. They built our industry. They built our foundation. Mr. Army Armstrong, you and Scott Douglas, you guys brought monster trucks to television. You brought monster trucks to us. You made me a fan. and I'm forever grateful for my life that I get to live the absolute coolest job in the world thanks to you.
Well, I tell you what, that's an honor and a privilege. I appreciate you saying that, and I'm sure Scott will agree with me. But, man, you look at this picture now. He didn't tell you who he is the little kid in the picture. Okay, can you see that? I'm going to move it. See? One guy, holding a little kid, and then there's a gorilla. There used to be a mascot called Go-Go the Gorilla. And man, he entertained fans all over the world. And this is the first time I've ever seen a photograph of myself and Go-Go together. I'm the one in the red man outfit, yeah. But man, oh man, you talk, yeah, there's a screen up there. That's me in the middle, him on the right, little bitty booger, wasn't he? And then the gorilla.
I'm going to fangirl for just a second while we're dragging the truck off. Since I'm graced with the presence of a legend today, I need your autograph on that picture so it can go on my wall.
It was an honor to sign that. I really appreciate you. I thought he'd just give me a pen, man. I didn't know. But thank you. That means so much to me. And as the troopers going by, okay, here's Johnny K walking in front of you. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on down in that pit area. You notice there's crew members already down there from other crews, and they'll jump in and help him to get this going. It's something to do with the steering. They've had problems with that before, because like I say, they have four-wheel drive steering. You can drive with the rear wheels, you can drive with the front wheels. Kind of like your wife trying to get in the garage. You know, sideways, you turn around. But they'll get back there, if there's any way possible, they'll roll that puppy out again. But that's a new ride for him. He grinning from ear to ear. Started building these things with his buddies when he was in high school. I bet his shop teachers probably him right now. Okay, the problem is the turning with the rear wheels. They can't get it to turn. They got the front lift, but notice the rear wheels are not tracking, meaning following the truck. But these guys that operate this heavy equipment, man, they are amazing. You and I would have knocked down 4 telephone poles for now. And this guy's right, he'll put him right where he wants him to go. Meanwhile, look at the screen over there. See the greatest fans in the world on the screen now. Look over there. Come on. Who is that? Who is that? How about down here? Where are the people? Let's go. Everybody wait. There's Miss JJ, the 3 J's. Hey, see that kid right there in the blue? He got a chance to ride with Scott Douglas.
Actually,
he broke first.
he was in with Ryan Lacoste in Dennis Anderson's truck when Dennis almost went over. So he really got the thrill of his life and Dennis saved that bad boy. And that extreme out. We're going to show some highlights during intermission.
I'll tell you what, it was interesting because when the truck rolled, okay, we'll go back to Scott and see what's going to happen. I'll tell you more in a little bit.
All right, folks, we're getting ready for the final round race in just a few moments to win that trophy. Bill puts that trophy back up here. That's what we're going to be running for. But you know what? We thought we'd take just a second and transport you back to 1990 here in Raleigh on Tough Tracks and TNT. Army, I want you to call the final round race between John Moore and No Problem and John Breen and Mad Dog.
Let's watch the Freeman truck with no top on it. Moore out of Florida in a Ford, far lane Ford, and their lane truck, no top. Breen, pull the trigger. Who's it going to be? Look on the other end. It's going to be. Tell me. Mad Dog takes the win.
Hey, I'm standing right here, Army. Look at that footage. John Breen's there with me. John, I'm just wondering, what do you think if you ran that race again? Would the results be the same?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's interesting. I wonder what would happen if we ran that race again.
Hey, Scott. Something's got to be going on.
I'm thinking what would happen if we did that.
32 years since something like that.
It's a long time, 32 years.
Yeah, I was 32 years old, maybe over 32 years is all there. Something's happening down on that end. I hear a motor. Do you all hear a motor, brother?
I hear a rumble. There's
See
something
moving. Is anything moving down there? Oh, another rental car. Kind of rental car. 80,000 people here. Hey, look at here, ladies and gentlemen. John Freeman, John Moore. 32 years. They got some unfinished business to sell.
Obviously, take a look at this. We told you, Black Harbor promised you surprises you weren't expecting. Take a look at the retro Mad Dog and the retro version of No Problem. John, get up here close to me and take a look at this bad thing.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen? You're looking at history.
How about that, Rodeo Jr?
I tell you what, we got a lot of fans here. But John Moore, Pastor Williams fan here, and I know he's got the best seat in the house tonight. He's looking at it on all of us. Let's see what's going to happen. Ford, Chevrolet. What did I say? Ford, Chevrolet. Ford. That's number one. She and her husband sure just look at her eyes. She loves you. She got a picture of her husband on the side. She came over to Raleigh out of Jacksonville, Florida. John passed away about a month ago. She's a fantastic lady. And these ladies get a chance to talk to somebody. I want to talk to her. We're all fooling her hand, Scott, to get her out of that truck. What do you think? Come on. She's bragging about her husband. She's bragging about a race that happened 32 years ago. And memory of John Moore. Heidi. First name's Heidi. Let's go. Heidi Moore. And everybody's going, how did I get out of here? What up on my phone?
She knows how to get out of the truck. She only did this for 30 years.
Well, it's only been 30 years since she did it, yeah.
Up and down the road with John.
Look at some of these guys. Look at they're a little bit larger than they were 30
You know
years
the
ago.
thing, Army? And if you give me just a second, that was a true family team from day one. You always saw John, you always saw Heidi together. It's so cool that she's here right now.
Family team. John, the driver and builder. Heidi, she took care of all the racers and kept the rest of the dog drivers going. She was her mom, her big sister on the tour. And they had a beautiful daughter who was everybody's little sister. She grew up to go to the Navy, made her career out of it, and is very, very successful now. And they're going to bury John. His ashes off a Navy ship that his daughter used to command. Is that cool or what? Man. And I'm just so happy, everybody's so happy to see Heidi here. Because she was everybody's mom. And right now, she wants to see a race.
But here's the other thing, though, and I think what's got to move not only is that, but this is a big surprise. The replica, No Problem, in memory of your late husband, John Moore. What do you think, Heidi? I know you can't say much, but what do you think?
Thank you, David. I love everybody. Thank you for loving him.
All right, let's watch the race. We're going to run. We're going to run. Go sit up there. Go sit up there with John Green. Let's run it again.
What would John Moore say? No problem.
No problem.
Murray, you're going to get to call the race again. So we know obviously there are other drivers in there, but for our purposes, that's always going to be John.
That's right.
And that's always going to be John Green. So we'll just call them by the names of the trucks, but you're going to do the honors. We're going to run it one more time. No Problem versus Mad Dog, called by Ernie Armstrong.
Sandra, little rivalry here. Ford, John Moore rolls up out of Florida, bumps the butt, he's gonna go over. Breen, pumps his truck, sits in the far lane. Looks like Breen's already stayed. They're gonna go through the procedure of, they're getting that line back. They're getting just, look at the screen, they're just about 36 inches they got a ramp. Breen, Mad Dog, Chevrolet, far lane, he's ready, they back him off to get it started. Again, after the safety sequence goes, they're ready for that. Meanwhile, Ford, no problem, from Florida. Ford works his way to the line, family team, his wife Heidi, his daughter comes with him. It's about an all-American families you're gonna get for that yellow truck, and Brady, he's just a bad boy from Missouri. Here they go, everybody run. Again, the one that's got your winner, no problem! Watch the replay on the screen. Boom. Pull the trigger.
That is, of course, another legend. Michael Bonner's behind the wheel of No Problem. Stephen Thompson behind the wheel of Mad Dog. Thank those guys so much. So many teams, Army, have contributed to this event. Bonner's equipment's here. Tim Mindy's equipment's here. Roger Gardner, McFisheroo, Dan Patrick. The list goes on.
You can see emotion, can't you? Everybody can see it. That guy's pumped up. He won that race for his buddy. And his wife sitting right down there. This is awesome. You have to know the whole story. It's the big family. We traveled all over the world together. We lost John. He just came back to see us, I think. Barter's driving a group of trucks himself, but he could tell he was after that. That's it. You the man. You will be that. You watch. Blowing kisses to you. Yeah, there you go. That's neat. Really, if you call the circuit, that touches all our heart. And that lady, enough to be said, she raised a great kid, traveled all over the country, took care of everybody's taxes, filled out road maps and truck stops for everybody. And she's the same right as she was then.
How about it? Again, the amazing work that's been done. Give it up for everybody involved with the Mad Dog and the No Problem recreation.
Wow!
But now, so we've kind of let No Problem leave the score a little bit. John Green's smiling still. He says all good. But now, that trophy is about to be claimed by one of the original TNT and Tough Tracks legends. Let's hear what's going to get No Problem.
Mr. Bonner, there you go. Taking care of a buddy. Man, that is super. Like I say, John had the best team tonight, didn't he, Scott? He was in there hammering in that truck.
So the question is now, who's ready to take care and crown the champion racing of TNT Unfinished Business? This is actually a rematch. Remember from round one, when Equalizer was the fastest qualifier, Nightlife was the slowest, Nightlife upset him, Equalizer came back with the fastest loser. They're going to run it again, and we're going to probably have to look at that camera again because they've been so good.
I tell you, you're talking about that kill switch. Look in the front window, and you'll see a colored come on. That color indicates what sequence that the kill system's on.
It's now time for the TNT Unfinished Business Final Championship Race with the trophy on the line. Are you ready to welcome back your championship contenders?
No, you're not. You're sitting down. Get up. Let's go on your feet. The final runner of TNT event. Everybody gets in it. Party time. Get up. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Racing out of the left lane.
Going out the left lane will be the nightlight truck, the quiet guy. We told you about him.
Racing out of the left lane. Welcome back one of our TNT original legends, Dave Wysorek and Nightlight. And his championship round opponent, the kid is back out of Tennessee, Greg Holbrook, the Equalizer. And there's only one voice that can call the final, and it's Army Armstrong.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, lining up far side. The biggest monster truck in this is the lightest monster truck, the Equalizer is. The kid doing the driving. Here he comes out, and look at the left lane, the windshield. See the color there? That's an indication of what frequency that kill switch is on. Both drivers hand those their windows, and they've already been checked. Then they look at the lineup, and they bring him up. He's all the way from Washington State, 81 years old, and he's the biggest kid you're ever going to know. Equalizer, I think he said. Yeah, guys on the start line, keep an eye on the track and on the street. Side light rolls up. Watch the back tires over the first jump. I think that'll tell the story. Here they go. That's the name of it. Great. Nightlight.
He shocked everybody.
Replay on the screen.
Yeah, it just locks up.
Yeah.
He shocked everybody out here. Slowest qualifier, great run, but your winner is Greg Holbrook, Equalizer.
The kid is back. The kid's back, ladies and gentlemen, after 32 years. The kid that took his money and built a missionary over in Africa. The kid that just kind of walked around as a kid back then, but right now, he's sitting there getting his composure. I tell you right now, this is touching. Gotta get him out. Takes the steering wheel off, gonna get his helmet off, backs out, got his seat belts undone. But this is gonna be your part now. When he gets around here, I want you to give him a cheer. Ladies and gentlemen, the kid.
Yeah, here he comes. He's a lot of high-fiving with the crew. We'll let him get out of it. Again, last time he drove Army, he wasn't used to the Hans device and all the things on his track. Here he is, Greg Holbrook and the Equalizer. Let's bring the trophy over. First off, what a special event, a special night, and you came away with it, and it wasn't easy.
No, everyone, it was awesome. Just having to come back, find the way up, it was just unbelievable.
When you look up at this crowd, man, I know you have some other more important things in life, but how wonderful it is to be able to come back and do this, and again, get this reaction.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's just a dream come true. It's one of them things when you quit driving, you don't ever know you're going to get a chance to do it again. And then you get a couple of Michael, and he makes this come true for us. And I just want to thank all of you for being here. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have school.
Now, you already got the trophy. That means you got to go on my show once tonight. We'll talk about that later. But we're going to make you guys do some more. Have you ever tried to do donuts in one of these?
Never done freestyle, don't want to anything.
But you're going to do it?
I believe it.
That's all fun later. Right now, you get to celebrate, and all these cameras are going to take it. I want your guys to hold that trophy up with you. Let me get out of the shot. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion of TNT Motorsports Unfinished Business, Greg Holbrook, Equalizer.
The man used to be called the kid, now we call him the man. He's the man, ladies and gentlemen. I thank the good Lord paid him back for all the work he's done with those foster children and all over Africa. He's just a guy like the rest of us. He just took his money and helped a bunch of kids. If you want information on his operation,
I got it.
okay, we got something down here.
The website is miraclepowerkenya.org. And that's if you want to, again, and I got some flyers, we'll pass them out and around there. And again, folks, we got a lot more coming up.
This ain't the time to leave.
Donuts and freestyle and a whole lot more coming up. But we do want to mention, again, $100 a month. It comes from paying one child really for an entire month. That's how much they're able to make the money work. But if you'd like to find out more and help Greg and his charity and his mission work with the orphanage he created, it's www.miraclepowerkenya.org.
Very good organization. A great man runs it. He did it for the right reason, for the Lord and the glory of the Lord. They called him the kid at one time, but he's not a kid anymore. This is so great to see the equalizer. The original equalizer was actually 4 inches wider than any other monster truck. And we go to some events, and they had to take the tires off of this one outside, and they couldn't get a big door. They go inside and put the tires on the thing. But a lot of hard work by everybody. But kids, that hard work pays off. I'm telling you. Don't forget the t-shirts when you exit. Get a souvenir, but now's not the time to go. Like Scott said, we got some stuff going on. Now, I don't know what it is. I've never been involved with this part of it. They're moving the crush cars out of the way, so they're going to be doing something out in the middle. Everybody got a Chevrolet, got a film in the camera. Here's a shot. Got number 1 sticking out. Yeah, number 1 sticking it out to put in there. You know, I really appreciate you all being here because so much of our life is tied up in it, and we've been away from each other for so long, and we've got different stories. But one thing about these guys, not a one of them that we ran with hasn't been very, very successful in their life.
Yeah, it's really great to see, but, you know, this has just been amazing. Well, first of all, let me remind people, in just a minute, we'll clear this area, and we're going to do a donut competition, and then we'll head in there. We have some other stuff, some prizes coming. Then we'll do an intermission before we get to freestyle. So we got a lot of action left to come. One more time, though, as they leave the track, give it up for the champion, Greg Holbrook and Equalizer.
Boy, you talk about a storybook ending. You're looking at it right there. Awesome. This little kid hanging around Western Tennessee truck pools, and they had this thing called monster trucks came around. He got hooked up with a guy named Gary Cook, who was a puller. And Cook said, I can build one of the monster trucks. He did. He drove it for a while, and then this kid came along. The whole world changed. The big news back then as it is now. They said, who's this kid that Equalizer? Kid out of Tennessee. Bigfoot, big grave digger, USA 1%. Who's the kid out of Tennessee? They know who he is now. We got more coming to life. We're going to keep an eye on it. Scott, what's going on back there?
All right, we're getting ready for the donut competition. So, again, remember, at least half of this field has never tried a donut in a monster truck. So we'll come to you all bit. We're going to be supportive if they can't get it going. We're going to let them give it a shot. And your applause, we'll do a cheer off, just like no official winner. We'll just see your applause. Give it up. Welcome back to Jim Rarick and Thunder Chicken.